Hello again, welcome to another edition of Free of Charge. I'm Jonathan Toya and this is Randolph Ramsey.
Hello everybody, how are you?
And we are going to be checking out MechWarrior Online, is that correct?
That's right, today we are checking out the other big mech game that released a couple of months ago. Well, technically it hasn't been officially released, it's still in open beta, but MechWarrior Online came out, I think, end of last year?
End of last year, everyone can play it.
Yeah, and around the same time as Hawken, which is the other big mech shooter. And I think it's apt today because I just saw the Pacific Rim trailer and giant robots in there, so it got me excited about playing MechWarrior.
So you want to get some carnage going on, metal shred, heavy metal carnage.
That's right, that's right.
So I heard there's a new update that's already out past week or so.
There was an update a couple of weeks ago, I think it was mid-April sometime, so that added, a couple of, it added a new mech class, it added some new abilities to actually organize yourself on the field, so you'll get organized into lances now. But I think I'll just kick through a game here, and we can talk a bit more about it, huh?
Alright, I remember the new update. They're featuring champion mechs, champion types.
Yeah.
I got the news about this a while back.
They are. So they're basically hero mechs.
Hero mechs?
Yeah, hero mechs. So essentially you can only buy them with real world money. So yeah, we'll get more detail about how the currency actually goes, but hero mechs you can only buy with real world money, and they do special things like give you a percentage boost in XP or like the in-game currency. So they're pretty worthwhile if you actually want to spend money on this game. The hero mechs is probably the way to go. So I haven't actually spent any money on this game yet, so I bought myself one of the smaller mechs. So I've been doing a lot of running around, sniping people, and I'm trying to take bases. So this one here basically is this mode that we're playing today is basically a free-for-all. So it's it's either kill everybody or capture the base. But in most of the MechWarrior games I've played, it's basically kill everybody. I've hardly ever seen anyone actually take a base. And I think there's one of the hero mechs now.
Oh, cool. Someone's got a prettied up mech right there.
Yeah, I think that's one of the new Highlander classes, which I believe is one of the the heaviest class that can actually jump.
Is it just me, or has the interface changed quite a bit?
I haven't noticed. So I played this in closed beta, and I played a little bit in open beta, and it still seems fairly much the same. Now, because I'm one of the smaller mechs, I just basically hide behind the big boys here. Because you can, if you want to, as a smaller mech, do like hit and run approaches, but I'm not good enough to do anything like that.
So what's your objective?
I hide behind the bigger mechs, try and find a vantage point and snipe. I bought myself this ERPPC, which is a nice long-range energy weapon. It's got a range of 810 meters, so it gives me ability to just basically swipe. And I gotta say, I love this level.
Oh, because of all the mountains and all the shrapnel.
Yeah, it looks very Krypton, right?
Yeah,
very looks a bit Fortress of Solitude. So this game mode, I think it's called Conquest, is basic. Well, maybe it's not called Conquest. I think it's just called Assault.
I see numbers on the side, so I think you have to basically kill off as many people as possible.
So basically it's just get rid of everyone. It's either win conditions are get rid of the opposing team or take over their base. And taking over their base means just standing in their base area for a few minutes basically. But as I said before, like most of these I've found have been killing everybody, as opposed to actually having the patience and the planning to take over someone's base. It has happened though.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, dead mech. So I'm not really that that aware of the MechWarrior lore. So if anyone on the stream can tell me where in the MechWarrior universe this awesome planet is.
Oh, so what's that? God Nova is being a bit snarky here. He says this is the pay-to-win game.
It could be. When we get out of this, match, let's take a look at some of the, I guess, the pay options, and we can, I'll let you guys decide on, whether you think it's pay to win or not. So, like a lot of other games, there's two levels of currency happening here. So there's, CP, which is what you earn in game, and then you actually have to earn this other. The other currency is basically real-world money, and there are certain things you can only buy. Oop, there's someone here. there are certain things you can only buy with real world currency, and a hero mechs is one of them. Look at him sniping up there.
Ooh, jerky. What's that sneaky little guy?
But yeah, you can play at that game.
Yeah. And of course, do remember that you can't just fire a weapon and spam it because there's an overheating thing going on.
Yes, so I actually made him leave, so that's good. He's not going to perch again. So there is, as you can see on the right-hand side of the map indicator there, there's a red bar that's going down now. It's currently 51%. That's basically heat. So firing your weapons causes your mech to heat, and if you reach 100%, you'll shut down for about 3 or 4 seconds. So it is not good to shut down.
Well, I can probably contribute a bit to the lore because I have seen the cartoon that came out. It was called BattleTech, and BattleTech is the thing that where the MechWarrior PC games came from, the BattleTech lore.
Yep.
And apparently, I think it's just clans fighting each other in this bit. Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, there are lots of factions / clans in this, and after all that stuff I said about in my games hardly anyone ever attacking a base, our base is under attack. LOL. All right, so let's see what my buddies are doing here about that.
So you're essentially playing the support role. Any luck when you played other roles like the frontliners or the scouts?
Well, this is basically my this is the only mech I've been able to. Oh well, I've actually amassed enough money, but this is the first mech I've actually bought. All the other mechs that you start with, you get 4 trial mechs basically. And one in each of the different weight classes. All of them are basically. They're trial ones, so you don't actually earn any XP with those. So the sooner you can actually buy your own mech, the better. And I just got this one because this was the first one that I could actually afford.
All right. So how do you like it so far?
This guy's good. Obviously, he's not the fastest of the smallest class, so I tend to find myself getting shot a lot. So the first thing I did was basically upgrade to some more long-range weapons. So in different game modes, so there's a conquest game mode, which is basically you have to try and harvest a certain amount of resources from bases around the game. Those type of game modes, usually try and do a support role in that I don't get involved in the fights. I just get involved in actually trying to secure resources. So my job is running around and trying to get bases that aren't being covered, and in a lot of instances get shot up a hell of a lot.
Is this a new map, or
this is definitely a new map from what I was playing in closed beta? I've only started seeing this one since I played this since I played the open beta.
Yeah, I was in the same room as you when you were playing this in the previous Now Playing.
Yep.
Never seen this, and wow, it really looks pretty. You're right.
It looks better. Yeah. It's I gotta say, if you've played Hawken, I think Hawken is a better looking mech game.
I think it's more of an aesthetic thing. This one seems more, how do I say, the barrenness is clear, whereas the Baron and the Wasteland bits of Hawken seems more dirty and gritty, like a Michael Mann filter film thing. This one seems more like there's no filter, no nothing, see it as is. Just a thought. What are your thoughts?
Probably not the best time to get my shutdown engaged since I've just been targeted. So that's what happened.
Sorry if I distracted you, man.
That's what happened. No, it wasn't you at all. It was just me being stupid. I just got excited that I was sniping someone that didn't know I was there, and then I overheated, which caused my mech to shut down, and that was a bad time because essentially someone had spotted me and was sniping me from across the battlefield. So
well, on the plus side, I guess you can look at on your players.
There goes the hero mech.
Oh man, that doesn't look good.
So we'll see. Yep, enemies 3 ahead. So this is not good for us. Yeah, but I really like this level. It's Krypton, man. It's Krypton. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about one of the new things that was introduced with the update a couple of weeks ago, and that is lances. Lances basically are subgroups that you get assigned to when you start a game, and I guess the point of it is that you can you essentially get put into a group of 4 when you first join a match, and that allows you to basically assign commands to your lance, which is what that small team is called. And as you can see on the top On the top left-hand corner there, you see two other names. Those are basically all my Lance partners. As you can see, me, Turtle Stack, is dead. And the others are still going, so good on you guys. But yeah, you can assign yourself waypoints, and and you can have team chat just within each other. I don't know if it works that well right now though, because there's only 8v8 right now. So they are talking about expanding it to 12v12.
So I think you can only form three groups of three for squads and everything.
Oh, it's four.
Oh, four.
Yeah, it's four. So I'll just switch out to someone else. So basically, yeah, each team will have 2 lances right now because it's only 8v8. And yeah, you just get assigned to it. So far, I haven't been able to see how you can choose your lances. So all the matches I've been joining have been randomly assigned to a lance.
Unless you're in a friend group on that guy's list or something, you can just join in.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if that works that way. But right now we are desperately losing this. I dare say we will lose this any second now.
It's 2-6. Doesn't look good. Unfortunately.
It doesn't look good at all, and I don't think I actually contributed at all to that.
Well, you did get that sniper guy out, so that's something.
Yeah, and I don't think I even actually damaged him that much. He was a heavy. I think that one mistake you did was basically giving away a position. You always got to when you snipe someone from one corner, you got to move to another corner. And that's what I did. I was not paying attention to the game whatsoever. So if anyone has any questions on Mech, I think this guy must be AFK because he's just walking into a wall right now. Okay, thanks for supporting our team, guy. And he's the last one alive, and he's just walking into a wall. Okay.
Is he stuck? Is there a bug going on that I don't know about?
I haven't come across any bugs like this. Who knows? Maybe real life intruded. Maybe he really needed to quickly take a dump or something, and he had to leave his teammates behind. Who knows? But yeah, so shall we go take a look at some of the... you want to play another game, or shall we take a look at some of the pay options here? And we'll see if we can answer the question of, is this pay to win?
Alright, let's go to the pay option, then we'll play a few more games.
Okay, let's go in the pay option. And this would be a good opportunity to show off, I guess, some of the new things they added in the last update too. So just to recap, MechWarrior Online is an open beta right now. So if you guys are interested, then you can go out and play it right now. The client's about 2 gigs, and you can get it right from the MechWarrior Online website. So it is a free-to-play game. So I guess the question everyone has is is it pay to win? So I'll just lay it out, and you can tell me your opinion as well, Jonathan, whether you think it's pay to win or not. Okay, so in the game. It is all free to play right now. In the game, you earn 2 types of currencies. You get this, you get the in-game currency. I think it's CP or something else. I can't remember what it's called. C-bill. There you go. My C-bill. So that's what you earn in-game by playing matches, winning, losing, whatever. You'll get C-bills. MC is basically the real-world money.
Sorry, can I see the attributes for that? It's called
CB. C-bills, yep, they're CBs, C-bills. And then you get your MC, MechWarrior credits, which is what you actually have to pay for. And I believe it's I don't know, it's 25,000 points is $100 or something like that. But basically, yeah, so these are your 2 currencies. There are the majority of things you can buy just using C-bills, which is the in-game currency. There are a few things that you can only use real-world money for. So,
and you just mentioned that it was one of the hero mechs. I mean, the hero mech class.
Yeah, so if I wanted to buy a new mech, for example, just normal mechs, right? So as you can see, they're grouped into light, medium, heavy, assault, and most of these guys you can just use in-game, like the C-bills for, right? Apart from a couple of these hero classes, right? So these hero classes, which have special attributes, you can only buy using MC. So it doesn't mean they're necessarily better than what you can get in game and eventually upgrade to, but they do start off. That's the heavy metal that we saw before. But they do start off better, and they also have special abilities that you will never get on just your normal mechs, and they're mainly to do with an increase boost in XP gathering or your C-bill gathering.
It does not sound like a total pay-to-win thing, but I can see this being a bit game-breaking, especially if, let's just say, developers actually have an ability that's not available elsewhere, and if there's an exploit there,
well,
then people start paying money for it.
I don't think so. From what I found so far, the exploits hasn't really, the advantages hasn't been, in physical or like in terms of your mech's power. It's been about how quickly your mech can actually evolve, because there is an experience points system to this, which allows you to then improve your mech. So we'll just kick out of this. I'll go back to that in a sec. But in the pilot lab, basically the XP that you get, you can use to put all these different types of attribute on your mech. So your mech can technically be better than someone else's mech if you work harder at it. So because I've only got one paid mech right now, sorry, one mech that I paid for using C-bills, these are the XP variants that I've unlocked. So for example, this one reduces my heat dissipation by 7.5. I can go a little bit like my acceleration is a bit faster here. So I've had to use the XP I've earned within game to unlock all of these. So if you're in one of the hero mechs, you get that XP quicker. It doesn't mean that you're locked out of it. If you're not paying to win, it'll just take you longer to actually do the same things. So it's not technically not pay to win, right? I mean,
I'm actually referring more towards the hero mechs, but everything else just seems like, okay, it's standard. Like, if you want to work hard, play for free, then you have a lot of hours to put in. But if you don't have time, then you're just paying for a shortcut, which is fine, because every MMO has that deal, more or less.
Yeah, and essentially it is shortcuts, right? So it doesn't seem... And if anyone out there has played more of MechWarrior Online in the past couple of months and have a different opinion, please feel free to put it in the in the chat box next to the screen. But from what we played through so far, it doesn't seem like it's too offensive. Everything you can get as a hero mech, you'll eventually be able to get as a normal player, apart from the XP and CP boost. So, so the other major thing, they did do an upgrade. They did do an update a couple of weeks ago, and what they did was basically add a new type of mech in the assault class. So these Highlander mechs are now part of the game.
Ooh, okay. So what's new about this Highlander mech? They're more offensive?
Yeah, they're heavy, right? So they're like assault class is your essential fire, the superpowered, more superpowered, but more all guns blazing type of mech. From what I read, these are the heaviest mechs you can get that can still jump.
Oh, okay.
So you can still put in jump. Rockets, on the back of these guys. In the last update, they also added a couple of new, like a new dragon hero class. So this is the new dragon hero class. But as you can see, most of these mechs, as we go through the different variants here, most of these mechs you can actually buy with just C-bills, right? So it gets pretty expensive. So the cheapest mech is about 1 million, 1.5 million C-bills, and when you first play the game, that'll only take you 5 games basically to get through, and they get to the more expensive one, which is like 9 million.
Pretty Baby.
Pretty Baby is a hero mech. So there you go. You would like the hero mech, wouldn't you? The one you actually have to pay for.
Yeah. No, just because of the custom build, the skin and everything.
Yeah.
It's like paying for a Gears of War gun, a pink gun, more or less, a pink Lancer.
So this RVN4X is the only one I've paid for so far, and once you actually own your own mech, you can start customizing it. So that means putting in new weapons or upgrading your ammo or cooldown rate or speed, that type of thing. Now all of these things actually cost C-bills. So I haven't at this stage come across anything in the upgrade selection here that forces you to use real world money in this game. So once again, if anyone has anything different to this, then to this information, just please yell it out in the forums below.
Lucian69 says, I love this game.
Yep.
Dun, with 4 N's, said that you are limited to 4 mech bays unless you spend MC.
Yes, that's another thing here. So let's go back.
Oh, and he also added in that you need 3 variants of the same mech to unlock Elite.
That's right, yeah. So, this is what he was talking about. Your mech bay is basically down here. So, basically means I can only own 4 mechs. Unless I pay real-world money. and he was talking about this here. So these elite skills are basically, much better skills, but you can only access those once you've filled out the basic skills for 3 variants of the one class.
Mm-hmm.
So you do the math there. You can only have 4 mechs in your mech bay, but to upgrade to elite or master classes, you need to basically master at least 3. So if you really like the game and you want to you want to not have to specialize in one class, you'll probably have to spend money to open up more mech bays so that you can actually unlock this elite level here. So shall we do another match? What do you think, guys?
We can do a match.
Okay.
And also, just need to double check something. All right. God Nova was asking what's the difference between Hawken and MechWarrior. I think I can answer that.
Yeah, you want to answer that? I'll kick into a game.
All right. So basically, Hawken is very arcadish. Imagine Call of Duty but using mechs.
You know what? People get upset when we say Call of Duty with
Why?
Hawken.
It's an alright multiplayer game. It gets hate because it's like the most
No. They're saying it's not a good comparison. Call of Duty.
I'm not
with
diminishing
Hawken.
it in any sense. Okay, how about Counter-Strike? Is that a better comparison?
No.
Counter-Strike is
I think what you're trying to say is it's the more faster paced one. So
it's
it's not Call of Duty where you're moving at the same speed or the same things.
I mean, the game still takes into account the slowness of a giant walking death machine.
Yeah.
But compared to MechWarrior, where it's more strategy based,
yes,
Hawken is more arcadish, more Twitch style.
Yeah. So in terms of in the mech game universe, Hawken is more like a Call of Duty in that it's I guess easier to control.
So much easier. When I actually tried out MechWarrior Online, I was like very confused and perplexed with the controls.
Yeah,
this was basically this reminded me of the time I played MechWarrior 2 and 3 on the PC.
Yeah,
same controls, same way of handling your lasers for each different limbs, and and handling the different walking speeds for your limbs and everything.
Yeah, so
accelerate, decelerate, yada.
Once we finish this match, which I'm sure I'll die pretty quickly anyway, everybody.
Oh, Poseidonium is asking which country is everyone from. So we're playing from the Singapore side.
We're playing from Singapore, so you'll see our ping is quite high. It does list it out. I've seen much worse ping. I saw someone with 1,000 this morning. We're usually topping out about 200, and I haven't seen. I haven't noticed like a significant amount of lag with 200. What was I going to say? Once we finish this match, I'll take you to training grounds and explain a little bit about the controls. So for anyone who hasn't actually played MechWarrior before, it is different. It's not exactly simulation, but it's getting there in that you have a lot more things to think about when you're controlling your mech, and because of the speed of the game, it does require a bit more teamwork, a bit more strategy to actually succeed. It doesn't mean to say you can't lone wolf, but you just have to be smart about how you do it.
I don't think that's possible, winning a game by yourself with 500 mechs and all that.
No, but you can lone wolf by just
being a scouter mech, scouting the area, harassing opponents, and then running back to where your teammates are.
Yeah, and just knowing what role you should be playing, depending on what type of mech you have, you can basically try and lone wolf that way.
Those fireworks, by the way.
Okay, I'm talking too much and not paying attention.
No worries, I'll leave you to it.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
This is a skill that I need to develop. I've got critical damage, which means run away for Randy.
Oh, Poseidonium mentioned a very famous tagline for MechWarrior, Death from Above, all caps.
Yes.
And of course he said that we need a Singapore server.
Thank you guys, thank you. No, sorry, I was saying thank you to the guys who just chased down the guy who was basically trying to get me.
And
so that was awesome. So that was my role, basically, was being the target and running away while my teammates basically killed them. And that could be one of your
oh, there you go, shoot the guy from far.
Yeah, that could be one of your roles as a support. And I shouldn't really stay on top of
you got missiles coming on your way.
Yay!
Also,
so far.
Poseidonium is asking, I mean,
Yes.
hopefully, he says we need a Singapore server.
We do need a Singapore server. Have you been playing from Singapore? And what's your experience been like? So what's the guy's name?
Poseidonium.
Poseidonium.
Target acquired.
This is it. Try not to get noticed. Shoot at someone, but try not to get noticed.
Critical.
Okay, my energy levels are down.
You know, you're actually playing the same way I play on Hocken, like being the sniper class and finding different vantage points.
Okay, there you go. I pushed it too much, but luckily no one's shooting at me this time.
Oh, Poseidonium replied, he's more of a mech fan, so he's gonna try it out tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a holiday on Labor Day.
Yep, this is a free-to-play game, so if you guys are interested, you know, absolutely no, what do you call it, commitment on your part. And this is what the show is all about, free of charge.
Yes. Oh, and for anyone who's joining us, yeah, we are streaming MechWarrior Online right now.
Mhm.
And if you have any questions, just ask us. Don't be shy.
And right now we're just playing through an assault mode, which is basically it's team deathmatch. You can also take over someone's base, but right now it looks like my team is just killing everyone, which is the way I like to go.
Ooh, nostalgic_link mentions Hocken feels more like Unreal or Quake. That is actually a very good way of saying it.
In the world of
in the world of mech-based combat.
yeah, in the world of mech-based combat,
Right
and we
now-
just won that. Excellent.
Oh, good, good.
In the world of mech-based combat, MechWarrior is much slower. So we'll take you through training grounds now and just show you how a mech actually works.
Oh, I didn't know there was a training thing. Was this in the open
This
beta?
is fairly new. It wasn't in the closed beta. I don't know how long it's been in the open beta for, but it is. Let's try a heavier mech and go for testing grounds, which is basically just a way for you to trial out your mechs. There are some dummy targets that are around, but right now I'll just use it to basically show off what MechWarrior Online is all about.
So guess what, guys? You have a free tutorial coming up for this show. So free of charge. It's all about learning about what
Online.
new games are coming out.
Okay, so if you've played Hawken, it is, it's a shooter, so it's WASD, fire, jump, all that sort of thing, right? So it's very much similar to what you do in a normal shooter. MechWarrior is a little different in that essentially you're controlling a tank. So that means there's basically two halves to your body. There's your legs and there's your torso, and they move independently of each other. So, for example, here I am. I'm just going forward here. So I'm just going straight, but I can actually pivot my torso, and it doesn't change the direction I'm going. So as you can see, I just ran into that wall there because my legs are going in a certain direction and my torso is pointing in a different one. So you can see in the middle map there where that dotted line is with the arrow, essentially that's where my legs are pointing, and the yellow cone is where my vision is at. So that's where it actually becomes, I guess, a little bit more involved for someone. What it actually means is, you can actually fire and move in a different direction. And here we go. We'll just do a full stop here as well. And there are also settings that you can do that you can. In the closed beta that we played, it worked like a acceleration basically worked as a meter. So you set it to 10, 20, 60%, and it would always go at that speed unless you actually dialed it back. I think in the open beta they've actually added the ability to just speed up depending on how long you press the button for. Which if you're a
a car more or less.
Yeah, if you're a first-person guy. So right now I'm just pressing W. And as soon as I stop, there you go. It goes back. So let's try and go for a target here.
Oh, Lucian69 says hit N for night vision if you want to.
Yeah, and for night vision.
Thanks, Lucian69.
You also get heat vision.
Oh, heat vision.
Yeah, and there's night vision. Okay, and here's some targets. Maybe I shouldn't have gone down here.
So heat vision is to track down missiles coming your way, or just mechs in general?
So that's for something like snowy environments, basically, where it's hard to see because there's a lot of white around. So night vision obviously is for nighttime environments here. So I actually really quite like the look of this.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's improved immensely since the closed beta. I don't know what they've used.
Yeah.
Or maybe we were just using a bigger computer. What do you think?
So as you can see, this guy moves a lot slower, and he's you know, in my other mech, I was basically my top speed was about like 81 kilometers per hour, I think, and this is like only 30, 40. Okay, so let's talk about weapons. This also gets a bit complex with weapons.
You've got like miniguns. You've got energy-based weapons too.
Yeah, so I've got a few different weapons on this mech. Basically, just hitting that fires everything at once, which is not really good because A, it adds to your heat, and B, there's different cooldowns for all of this, so you can actually assign your weapons to specific numbers on the keypad. So that is just, if I press 4, that's just a laser. 2 is my PPCs. So I've seen people with up to 8 different weapons on their mech. And you never fire them all at once because you've just basically, to use a rude parlance, you blew your wad, all in one go. So, if you're a smart MechWarrior player, basically,
assigns one key for one
assigns fire. You never just do like, the alpha strike, which is basically everything at once, and hope for the best and wait for your cooldown to hit.
I guess in fighting game terms, you don't use all your EX meter for doing moves. You gotta use your normals. You gotta use your specials.
Yeah, but that's basically how it is. And as you can see, because different mechs move at different speeds and they have different abilities, it is a little bit more involved than something like Hawken. I mean, you played Hawken a lot more than I have, Jonathan.
Yes.
I mean, what do you think the main differences are?
Basically, Hawken is very Twitch-based, very arcade-ish.
Yeah.
More of like in the mech universe, like in the mech gaming universe, like you said, it's more or less a Call of Duty or Counter-Strike variant.
Yep.
While something like MechWarrior Online is more like Arma 3.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking either games. Both games are great in their own respect.
Yep.
But it really caters to whichever styles of play do you want. If you want something fast, go for Hawken. If you want something more strategic, you go for MechWarrior Online. And you're quitting somehow.
I might quit out of the training, so we'll just go back into a match again.
All right, let's do that.
And I'll try and get into a different match. I might use one of these trial mechs then, just to show you what it looks like with a bigger mech. Let's go with this.
Yeah, let's go for a different play style, like something rough and tumbly.
Yeah, so these guys obviously take a lot more damage than some of the small. And also, carry a lot more weaponry. Obviously, the downside to that is you're slow as a turtle. So it is, it's a balancing act, obviously. But if anyone has any questions, feel free to just shoot them in the chat box there. But right now, you're watching MechWarrior Online, which is a free-to-play game, and love to get your thoughts on it. We went through all of the.
Pretty much most of the nuances.
Yeah, so
the microtransaction bits.
Yeah, we went through all that before. So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to shout out. So this game mode right now is called Conquest, I believe, and
this
basically
is the same one we did, the one with the maps and everything, right? Like capture a point.
No, so these are like capture several points, and basically the more points you have, the faster your resource is collected, and basically it's the first team to 750 resources or kills everyone else. It is quite good. So because I'm one of the bigger mechs, my job is basically just to fight. And I haven't played a big mech in a while. It takes.
You might want to follow your teammates so it can be support-ish, I guess.
Yeah. So what do I have? PPC, small laser. Okay. So the PPC has quite a good range. All right. And I think there may be a firefight already. So there's on this mode, there's basically 5 points on the map that you can capture. So we're trying to capture this one right now, which is Kappa. Oh no, we've already captured that one. And basically now it's just walking around. And I should have kept up with these guys, because if I get isolated by two smaller mechs, if I get isolated by 2 smaller mechs, it'll be tough. Because those guys basically just run around you, obviously.
I did remember a match I saw you playing. You were actually controlling the same. I think it was sort of a variant of the Atlas, a commando.
Yep.
And you were flanked by 2 smaller guys.
Whoa, here's a guy coming up. Let's see.
Oh, they're all going Bravo, I think.
Yeah. let's take a look. Let's not do anything foolish. Let's see if we can spot them. Nope. They're being pushed back by our guys. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Target acquired.
Okay.
So for those of you who are tuning in right now, we are streaming free of charge, and we're playing MechWarrior Online.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, Randy is playing Conquest mode, where he has to capture a few base points to actually collect up to 750 points for his team to win.
I'm just being such a jerk. I've just fired at my guys like twice.
I think that was just an accident. I'm sure they'll understand.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
So how's the ranking system for this game? I mean, if you have played like really early, they'll put you in like easier beginner matches, or?
To be honest, I haven't actually noticed. I've been thrown into to matches with guys who are obviously very much more experienced and have some pretty kick-ass mechs.
Neophyte just mentioned that PPCs, they do very minimal damage under 90 meters.
Yep.
With that build, you better stay like medium long range. So
Medium-long range,
Yeah,
okay.
so you're a sniper, pretty much.
But what if... so what was that? It doesn't do good damage
Minimal
under 90
damage,
meters.
yeah, under 90 meters.
Minimal damage up to 90 meters.
Under.
It's a
under.
long range.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a long-range weapon, right.
It seems more like a support thing than actual in your face.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Because I'm just playing around with the the bog standard mechs you get for trial. My loadout is obviously pathetic.
Ooh, I think you hit him.
Yeah.
Or did you hit the rubble?
I'm hitting him. I'm hitting him.
All right.
He slowed down, obviously, because there you go, got him. He slowed down because one of the good things about this game is that you can target different parts of a mech to try and damage. So if you're good enough, target legs or some of their arms so they can't actually move around. Usually, what happens to me is the first thing that goes is one of my legs, so I'm hopping around useless, which obviously slows down your attack speed. Actually, slows down your entire speed.
Yes.
So we're doing okay so far. Doing okay.
Yeah, just stick with your pals. And hopefully those salvos can actually draw the enemies in. Oh, saw a sniper. And he's gone.
Okay. Let's see. Wait. I'm gonna move this way, I believe.
This level doesn't seem too... I mean, you said that snow levels can be a bit hard to see.
Mm-hmm.
Or are...
I think that's it. I think that's it. We actually won. I think we killed everyone. Yep, because I can't control my mech anymore. And everyone's saying GG to me.
Alright, that's cool.
Which I assume means we did a good job in killing everyone.
Shall we cap it off now, or shall we play another match and ride the lightning?
Let's cap it off. Unless there's any more questions on the stream. Does anyone else want us to show anything else in the game at all? Like, I've got 7 million credits. We should blow it all on something.
Yes,
we should blow our 7 million credits. I was actually saving up to get myself one of the new Highlander mechs.
Ooh, Neophyte just mentioned that there's an ELO system that they put in the game about a month or so ago.
Yep.
The more matches you play, the more you'll be matched up with people of your skill level.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the League of Legends thing. You play more, you get matched
Okay.
up with more people.
Actually, if someone does have a lot more experience in MechWarrior, I'd love for you to answer this question because I can't figure it out. My C-bill rate seems to be slowing down. Like, past me earning 6 million, I seem to be earning a lot less per match. So if anyone has an answer to that, that would be great. Otherwise, let's go mech shopping, shall we? Let's go mech shopping. So obviously, light class here, they're the cheapest class you can get, topping at about 5 for that rate.
But you don't want that. You want something a bit more sniperish, more your...
What do you think, Jonathan?
I'd rather be like a... In a way, if a lot of people are being experts about this game, they're going to go to the front lines. So I would suggest to be a support guy for now.
Support guy? So get myself a medium, do you think? Is that what you're
medium,
saying?
Yeah, a medium with I think the sniper guns are more lasers, right? Is it, or is it missiles?
I think missiles are, I think the longest range weapons. Do want to get one of these dragons though. They look very impressive. I go for looks more than functionality, to be honest, Jonathan.
I think for looks, all the hero classes have the better paint job.
Yeah, I think anything that looks the most
like that. That's the more famous.
Anything that looks like Ed 209 from RoboCop to me is my favorite.
You mentioned that was it the Commando or Catapult, which wasn't so good? Which one was it, the Commando or the Catapult?
I can't remember, but someone did. Someone has answered my question. So the reason for decrease in your C-bills is because they changed the payouts now because ammo reloads and repairs are free in between the game now. So I guess that would be a good explanation, but it's also kind of a bummer, because it really slows down your rate at which you can actually earn C-bills, which is obviously, you're earning C-bills to upgrade stuff and buy these cool things.
Neophyte also mentioned that the first 5 or so matches you play on a new account will earn you a C-bill bonus, so you can get your first mech.
Okay.
And then, depending on how you play, whether you get like leg shots or whether you contribute a lot in the match, that determines how much C-bill you get.
Okay, so this is why I'm not getting very many C-bill, because I am dead weight to my team. Is that what you're saying?
Don't say that, I guess. I mean, you gotta figure out your role first, like The Rock would say. Know your role.
Know your role, okay. Okay, so I think we'll just close off with some of these other things that you can only buy with in-game, with real-world money. So these are definitely not pay to win.
There's a guy called Insert Cool Name here. He said you can make about 7 to 8 million C-bills in the first 20 matches.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I got to 6 million really, really quickly, and then it just slowed down. But here are some of the things that you can buy for your cockpit. And
actually, I want to add on to that. That's actually a good initiative to actually get people to play the open beta. Like, make sure the rewards are big earlier on. And then later on, peters it down to the point where if you're impatient, you'll pay for it. But then at the same time, if you're very, very diligent, you just play the game entirely for free. Yeah.
See, I don't want to pay real-world money for that, but I think that would be cool in my mech.
Well, that's more of cosmetics, so it's really up to you whether you want to pay money to pretty up your what you're going to be seeing for the majority of the game. Because I don't think there's a third-person perspective. It's only cockpit, right?
Yeah, it's all cockpit. So you have to pretty up what you have. So I guess that's it for our look at MechWarrior Online then. As we said, this game is in open beta right now. They just did an update a couple of weeks ago which changed up a few things, added a few new mechs,
introduced... And the whole system of how the CC billing earning works.
Yeah, introduced Lancers, which are basically sub-teams within your own team. They're obviously not finished with this game yet. A lot more to come, including, I think, expanding to 12v12. Right now it's only 8v8. But if you're interested, it's an open beta right now, free for all for everybody to go try out.
Wait. Final thoughts for yourself?
I quite like it. I do like the mechanics on this thing. It is a lot more deliberate. So if you're the sort of guy who really wants to get into a mech game and wants something a bit more slow paced and deliberate, this is pretty good for you. I don't actually see the pay to win thing that some people are saying is part of this. It seems like most of the stuff you can achieve just by actually playing the game, so it doesn't seem to be too much of a lock. There's an initial benefit, I guess, if you do want to spend money, but it's not a long-term benefit in my view.
So in other words, if you're like a big PC guy who used to play all the old MechWarrior games, give this game a shot.
Yeah, I think so. Alright,
cool. I think we're done. So tune in to GameSpot for more news on MechWarrior Online or any other free-to-play games.
Thanks, everybody.